I dreamed about the Tour de France, but I never thought I'd win it. It made me very proud.
Eddy Merckx is arguably the greatest cyclist of all time. Now in his 70s, he secured his first notable victory back in 1966 and would go on to dominate and transcend the sport.
As a child, I was passionate about cycling. My father never took me to see the Tour de France, but I listened to it on the radio.
Un premier groupe de 22 qui a été rejoint par un autre groupe de 25.
I had a little bike and people called me Tour de France because I was always riding it.
In 1969, Merckx arrived at the Giro D'Italia as the defending champion. After 4 stage victories, and with the leader's pink jersey on his back, he was told he'd failed a drugs test. The so-called Savona affair saw Merckx disqualified.
I was extremely disappointed because it was very unfair. Some people had offered me money to promote the Giro D'Italia. I refused, and 2 days later they sent me home with nothing. My world collapsed. At that point, I thought my cycling career was over.
The sport's governing body would overturn his suspension, clearing Merckx to race in the Tour de France. He would win by almost 18 minutes.
This is the moment when I claimed the yellow jersey for the first time, when I overtook my rivals on the Ballon d'Alsace. This is an amazing photo of me passing Altig, Gonzalez and De Vlaminck. I secured the yellow jersey and kept it all the way to Paris. I think it was sweet revenge. I was subjected to medical checks on a daily basis. They proved what happened in Savona was wrong, that it was unfair. I wasn't expecting such an ovation in Brussels. Having won the Tour de France, I was received by His Majesty the King the following morning. Then I headed to the Grand Place. I didn't know cycling was so popular. The whole country was supporting me in 1969, whether they were Flemings or Walloons. Everyone was proud that a Belgian rider had won the Tour de France.
Merckx retired in 1978, but not before he had rewritten the history books.
Mother Nature gave me outstanding natural ability, but that doesn't tell the whole story. You also need to work hard and never take anything for granted. There's a metro station named after me. Statues too. That's something you don't ask for. If they felt the need to do that, it meant I had an impressive career as a cyclist. Every great victory is a source of joy, but for me, my fondest memory is definitely the Tour de France in 1969, 30 years after a Belgian rider had last won La Grande Boucle. It was certainly the best win of my career.